So you'll want to have 2 blankets. They don't have to be fancy yoga blankets, but 2 blankets. If you want to cover, you could have a 3rd blanket as well. And then I have a bolster, but a pillow works great. And I want to start with a little bit of gentle movement and then go directly from there into the Nidra so that we can release some of the tensions of our day before we get started with the relaxation. So if you'd like, once you have 2 blankets and a bolster, maybe 3 blankets if you want a 3rd to cover up with, you can start by preparing your space. So for the Nidra, it's nice to just add a little more cushioning underneath your body. So take a blanket and open it up all the way and just put it right on top of your yoga mat. Like so. If you don't have a bolster at home, couch cushion works great, even a rolled up beach towel. That can also work for the blanket roll that we'll put under the neck for the Nidra. Or a couple pillows, like if you're taking pillows from your bed, you might want to take 2 because sometimes these pillows are really smooshy and soft, so it's nice to have a couple to put under the thighs to support your low back. And then you'll notice if you've practiced Yoga Nidra before that your body tends to run cold. And this is just due to the relaxation process as we move into the parasympathetic nervous system, that rest and digest state. Our body kind of cools down. So if you want, you can cover with a light blanket and have another one on hand. All right, so once you're settled, you've got your props, go ahead and lie down on your back. So we'll start with about 10-15 minutes of gentle movement, and then 45 minutes of the Nidra. Begin in Shavasana. Close your eyes. Allow the palms of your hands to face upward and the muscles of your hips and thighs to relax so your legs will naturally kind of turn outward. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And sigh out through your mouth. And then do that again. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Sigh it out through your mouth. One more on your own. Really feel your body can settle in, sift down, drop in as you exhale. Let go of the residue of your day. Let go of any stress, tension your body is holding on to. And then seal your lips. Begin to activate Ujjayi pranayama. And breathe in and out through your nose. Sift your breath past the back of your throat. Create an ocean sound as you inhale and as you exhale. Continue to feel that with each exhale, your body can sift and settle, soften and ground. Feel the support beneath you. Relax into it. And then we'll begin this movement exploration. I invite you to keep your eyes closed. There's not a right or a wrong way to do this. And our intention here is to just release, relax, soften, and ground. need to open your eyes, of course, feel free, but if possible, feel that you can be guided by my verbal cues. So bring your awareness down to your feet and your legs. Just start to swish your feet and legs side to side like rolling pins. See if you can do this in the gentlest, I would even say the laziest way possible. So there's not a lot of muscular energy, but you just start to find a bit of an oscillation and a rhythm, rocking all 10 toes to the left and then all 10 toes to the right. So your legs roll from the hip joint like big rolling pins, side to side. You're going to start to feel a little reverberation of this movement up through your pelvis, perhaps up through the ribs as you really relax your body. Everything's connected, so it'll all start to respond to this little movement in your legs. Relax the muscles in your legs so that the flesh of the calves and the thighs can soften from the bone. Become curious about your tempo. Perhaps you go a little quicker. Perhaps you go a little slower if you're going at a pretty steady clip. You keep connected to that breath, especially that nice, slow, grounding exhale. You'll notice that the ribs and the back of the head can relax. You might feel a little bit more of this movement reverb up the body. Keep it going for 5, 4, 3. You're shaking off the tension in your hips and your legs. 2, 1. Let it go. Now from here, pause and feel that vibration settle. With your eyes still closed if possible. Flex your feet up towards your chin and then point your feet a little bit. Just start to get a nice easy heel rock. So let it be less muscly and more an oscillation, a perpetual movement. You're just rocking on the back of your heels. And as you relax your whole body, your head will even move. It's like your nose is going up and down, up and down. You'll feel your shoulder girdle move. You'll feel your pelvis move, heel rock. So you rock your whole body up and down, up and down. So we were doing side to side, now this is up and down. Notice that as you tap into that breath, really find that grounding, that exhale, that the body can relax and you feel more reverb of the movement, reverberation through the whole body. The whole body. So you're really grooving now. If you're curious about your tempo, if you're going really fast, slow it down. If you're going really slow, speed it up. Experiment. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find stillness. Relax your legs. Let that vibration settle all the way down to the bones. Feel a quiet buzzing throughout the body. You might feel instantly more grounded. Next one, bring the soles of your feet flat to the mat so that your knees are bent and about over your heels, more or less, feet hips width. You're going to lift your pelvis just a little bit, not a lot, just a few inches, by pushing into your feet. And then pause and relax the muscles of your buttocks. I want you to take a big breath all the way down to the bowl of your pelvis. And as you exhale, just let your pelvis plop down to the ground. And then pick it right back up. Relax your buttocks and let it plop. Sacrum thump. Lift a little, plop. Keep it going. That energizer bunny. Sacrum thump. Key into your breath. that steady exhale. And just notice how everything can relax. You can do this in the easiest way possible. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find stillness. Reach your arms out wide like a letter T, straight out from your shoulders, eyes closed if possible. Allow your knees to fall a little left. Bring it back to the center. And allow your knees to fall to the right. Bring it back to the center. Windshield wiper, side to side. You'll feel that dense thoracolumbar fascia across your low back and a little gentle stretch, a little gentle pull. Now as your knees go left, turn your head the other way. So knees right, head left, eyes left, another closed. A little spiral. Knees to eyes. Keep it going for 5, 4, 3, 2. Roll all the way onto your right side. Reach your right arm overhead. So your right arm is like a pillow for your cheek. Stack your knees. Now we're resting on our side, right side. Take your left arm straight out in front of you and circle it like the arm of a clock over your head. Back behind you, your chest can open to the ceiling. And keep circling that arm down towards your hips. Rolling your right cheek onto your arm and circle it twice more. Big, slow circle. One more. And then feel that you can begin to go the other direction. So gather your arm from down by your ankles up over your head. And out in front of you twice more. And then we'll simply reverse this, other side. So come back onto your back. Reach your left arm over your head. Roll onto your left side. Rest with your cheek on your left arm. Resting on your left side. Your knees are stacking. Draw your right arm out in front of you, and then like the arm of a clock, circle your right arm out and overhead, and then all the way back behind you. Keep it going. Circle the right arm twice more. Next time your right arm reaches towards your hips, circle the opposite direction 3 times. And then come back onto your back body. Bring your feet to the ground. Lengthen your tailbone towards your heels. And gently, one at a time, extend your legs out. Relax your legs. For this next one, bring your hands interlaced right at the base of the skull. Cradle and interlace all the way to the webbing of the fingertips. It's like you're sunbathing at the beach. Now you're going to float the back of your head up just a little bit. Hold it with your hands. It's not an abdominal exercise. And then start to drift to the right, little side bend for the neck, right elbow towards right foot. Cradle your head, let your head get heavy. To the left, left elbow to left foot. Lateral flexion of the neck. And then again to the right, it's like you're just drifting into the side bend, and then drifting again into the side bend. Come back to the center. Hold your head with your hands and bring your chin to your chest, bringing your neck into flexion, just to a degree that's comfortable. You don't have to force it. Relax your belly. It's not an abdominal exercise. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. And then lower your head back down, release the interlaced fingers. Take your first 2 fingers like a peace sign, all the way up at the base of the skull, this juncture of the base of the skull and the top of the neck. It's a hinge, the atlas and the occiput. So now extension, press into the hinge, lift your head. If your eyes were open, you see the wall behind you. You tip the head back a little. Take a breath here. And then scoop up the sides of the skull and just gently lengthen it back as you lower your head to the mat. Use your fingertips to give your scalp a gentle massage. Bring the soles of your feet back to the ground. Release your arms. Let's roll to the right side. Right arm overhead, roll to your side. Pause on your side and open your eyes. Use your hands to come on up. All right, so hopefully your body feels a little happier now, and we'll start to set up our space for Yoga Nidra, yogic sleep. This is a guided relaxation. It's a Shavasana practice. I'm going to be talking you through the entire time, and I'll turn off the music in a moment for the Nidra as well. If you've never done Yoga Nidra before, try 2 things for your first time ever. One is to try to stay completely still. So we'll take great care to set ourselves up before we start the Nidra. And 2, it's hard, but try not to fall asleep if you can avoid it. So try to let your body go into a deep sleep state, but keep your mind clear and calm and focused. So you're cultivating this ability to control the mind as you soften and sink deeper into this sleep state. There's 3 goals of Yoga Nidra. The first goal is realization of sankalpa, or our heartfelt intention. And so we always start the practice with a statement of intention, just silently in your heart or in your mind's eye. And the second intention is called Nidra Shakti, which is this state of just letting go. And through this letting go, we work towards the third goal, which is transformation, moksha, liberation. So it's a practice you can keep on practicing for life. It's really nourishing to your nervous system. It's a meditation of its own. So let's set up for this Yoga Nidra. Grab 1 extra blanket. My blankets are the same color, so it might be a little hard to see. I will fold this one up so you can see the contrast on my lighter carpet. Yeah, that'll work better. So this blanket, I'm going to open up to about this shape, and then I'm going to start to make a little roll like this. And the roll is going to go, doesn't have to be all the blanket, like this thickness is perfect. It's going to fit right into the curve at the back of your neck where your cervical spine is, and it's just going to kind of cradle the sides and give the neck a little bit of support. So we're sort of holding the concave spaces in the body. And there's a concave in the neck, there's a concave in the lower back, and we'll support this one kind of indirectly by placing the bolster or a couple of couch cushions or a couple of pillows from your bed right under your thighs. Your feet will still be on the ground. I want to get feet grounded for this practice. So this will go kind of right under the crook of the knees. If you don't have a blanket, you could fold up a towel for this one. I'll show coming into this Yoga Nidra with my props, and then I'll come close to the screen and just make sure everyone's in the right place, and I'll turn off the music and we'll start Nidra. It's also nice to have a light blanket. If you have an eye pillow, this is a wonderful prop to work with. If you don't have an eye pillow, you could put a t-shirt or a hand towel over your eyes. And this is what it'll look like, more or less. I'll show without the cover first. So my feet are on the ground. Sometimes we use the bolster like this, but I really want to get those feet grounded. It's sort of an energetic anchor. And then, so they're like right under the back of the knee, right? And then this is going to go into that concave of the neck, and it kind of supports the sides. And if your hair is up, you might consider taking it down just so there's no ponytail or anything getting in your way, since we're going to be here a little while. And then you're going to kind of tuck yourself in with your blankie. So if you're using a cover, make sure your feet are tucked into the cover. Make sure you're covering your feet. And then, I'm gonna want to join you. This feels so good. And then your eye pillow, but I'll resist it. So here you are. You can also tuck your arms under. All right, your turn. I'm gonna come up close and just make sure if you have any questions, you can unmute yourself or just text in the chat box before we get started. So take a moment to set up. I'm going to turn that music off as well. Okay. One blanket under the body. One rolled towel or blanket under the back of your neck. Couple of pillows or a bolster under the legs, right at the back of the knee, the thigh. And if you haven't already, before you close your eyes and cover with your eye pillow, put your phone on silent and just let any household, housemates, family members, beloveds know, do not disturb. So that you can really fully relax. I'm going to give you a moment here to settle in. Check the chat to see if anyone has questions. I've got it popped up, so if at any point you do, please feel free to use that. The light cover is a really good idea since you will tend to run cold as your body relaxes. You might notice that when you get a massage that you cool down, move into our rest and digest mode. So take a moment and feel free to experiment with your props. Perhaps moving the bolster. Oh yeah, I love that. The legs up the sofa, so good. Or perhaps you don't want the roll under your neck, and that's perfectly fine as well. So take a moment to become comfortable, settle in, find your seat. Remember, one of our intentions is to not move, to stay nice and still. And if you need to move, of course, you don't have to feel frozen like a sculpture, right? You can move, but bring awareness that you are going to be moving your body. Bring mindfulness as you move your body so that you stay with that intention of deliberate stillness. Even if you have to move, you're aware of the movement and you make it as minimal as possible to get comfortable. And then remember that second intention, which is just to stay awake. Don't fall asleep if possible. And of course, even with that intention, know that if you do fall asleep, it's perfectly fine. It just means your body needed that today, and that you can still absorb great benefit from this practice even if you fall asleep. The practice of Yoga Nidra begins now. Throughout this practice, I'll be guiding you with my voice. And as you follow my cues, you'll feel yourself shift into an altered state of consciousness, deeply relaxed, comfortable, at peace within your body. You'll feel your body drift into a deep sleep, and your mind is calm and clear and focused. You're practicing Yoga Nidra. Let's begin by taking a deep breath in and a full breath out. Let your breath flow down to the very bottom, very bottom, very bottom. One more like that, a deep breath in. And feel down to the very bottom of your exhale. Complete the breath. Good. And now take a moment to set your intention, your sankalpa. This is a heartfelt intention. And I like to think of this as something that is innately and inherently always and already true about who you are. So it's not something you have to stand on your tiptoes and try so hard to fit into and become, but it is something you always already are. If you asked your best friend, they would say this about you. It's been with you your whole life. And sometimes maybe you doubt it or cover it up. But this is your intention. Right? It might be a single word or an I am statement that rises to the surface of your heart. And you take this moment to state that intention 3 times in your mind's eye. The intention should stir your heart energy. It might even make like the little hairs on your arms stand up with excitement, with conviction, with that heart. And so you're standing up for yourself and this dear truth about who you are. One more time in your mind's eye, silently repeat sankalpa, intention. Let it stand resilient to patterns of doubt, insecurity. Claim it as yours. Let it vibrate through every cell of your body. Become that now. And now I'm going to bring your awareness to the first layer of being. The first kosha that we explore is the physical body, Annamaya kosha. Annamaya literally means the food body. It's the most dense. We move from dense to subtle. So this is an ancient yogic practice called Abiasa, rotation of consciousness. And you'll feel that it creates a more even field of awareness when we complete it. Throughout the Abiasa, I'll be calling out one single body part at a time. And you don't need to do anything. Don't try to do anything. This is beyond the field of efforting or relaxing even. It is a practice of pure awareness. So you're simply showing up to notice the body part as I name it, and then moving on to the next, even if it feels a little quick, moving right on to the next. Pure awareness, no need to move, no need to relax, no need to tense. Bring your awareness to your right hand thumb. Your right hand first fingertip, second fingertip, third fingertip, pinky finger of your right hand, palm of your right hand, back of your right hand, your right wrist, right lower arm, where of your right elbow, where of your right upper arm, where of your right shoulder, or your awareness down to your left thumb, left first finger, left second finger, third finger, little finger, palm of your left hand, back of your left hand, left wrist, left forearm, left elbow, left upper arm, left shoulder, right foot, big toe, first toe, second toe, third toe, little toe, sole of your right foot, top of your right foot, your right ankle, right lower leg, right knee, right upper leg, your right hip. Awareness of your left foot, big toe, first toe, second toe, third toe, little toe, sole of your left foot, back of your left foot, left ankle, left lower leg, left knee, left thigh, left hip, whole pelvis, genitals, the low belly, solar plexus, diaphragm, the rib cage, whole rib cage, right side of the chest, left side of the chest, whole chest, whole spine, from your tailbone to the base of your skull. Allow your awareness to scroll down the length of your spine. Feel your whole spine. Your throat, chin, lower lip, upper lip, the thin plane of contact between the two lips. Neither lip, but the thin plane of contact between the two. Rest your awareness here. Tongue, roof of the mouth, right cheek, left cheek, right nostril, left nostril, nose, right ear, field of awareness. No one physical sensation or mental thought or emotion pulling your attention, but an even field of awareness. And now bring your awareness way up high above your body, like a bird's eye view, looking down at yourself. You see your body resting in Shavasana. You see the color of the blanket or the clothing you're wearing. See your body from way up above. And in an instant, come right back into your body. From way up above, drop way down in to the center of your body, your solar plexus, the soft indent and the crest of your front ribs. Let your awareness rest on this space. And notice that it is not still, it is moving. Feel the rise and fall of the solar plexus as you inhale and as you exhale. Allow your awareness to rest on this rise and fall of the solar plexus as you inhale and as you exhale. Now we bring our awareness to Pranamaya Kosha, the second layer of being, the energetic body, the breath body, the emotional body. Restriction at the diaphragm, any tension at the solar plexus. With your exhale, let this space begin to soften. Watch the rise and fall of your breath and begin to count your breath silently in your mind's eye. You say to yourself as you inhale, I am inhaling 1. And as you exhale, I am exhaling 1. I am inhaling 2. I am exhaling 2. I am inhaling 3. I am exhaling 3. I am inhaling 4. I am exhaling 4. So on. And if you lose count, or your mind gets sleepy and drifts into the ether, go right back to 1. Just say to yourself, isn't that interesting? Awareness of the breath. This is often the most challenging phase where people start to fall asleep. Your mind is clear and calm and focused, even as your body drifts deeper into relaxation. You are practicing yoga nidra. Continue counting your breath. If you lose count, float off into the ether, catch yourself, go back to 1. If you reach 9, continue. Try for 18. counting, let it go. Manamaya kosha, the mental body, energy of the mind. I'll be listing images that start as opposites and then move into a list of images. We'll start with the opposites, and I invite you to bring a really saturated quality of attention to each. Imagine them in an embodied way. And you realize that you can even evoke these sensations within your body simply through the power of your mind. Awake on a snowy morning, dawn, the first person awake in the house. You creep to the door and open it, and walk barefoot into a field of snow. Picture your whole body standing at dawn, alone, in the middle of the winter field of snow. Feel it with every cell. Concentrate on this sensation of cold snow underfoot and brisk air all around you. That early morning solitude. And now let go and visualize yourself in the middle of the forest on a hiking path with a dear group of friends. It's late afternoon, middle of the summer. You're laughing. Your body is warm from the weather, from the effort of the hike. Feel this warmth of your whole being. Good company. Warm light streaming through leaves overhead. Middle of the summer, late afternoon, golden hour. Concentrate your attention on this image, on the emotion it evokes in your heart, the feeling of warmth on your skin. Now bring into the mind's eye a bitter taste. Something you've tasted before, the most bitter flavor. And imagine it on the tongue, in the mouth. So much so that you really start to get a taste of that in your mouth, on your tongue. Hold your attention on this bitter taste on your tongue and in your mouth. Notice how it makes your face pucker, eyebrows scrunch. Your mouth contract. flesh of the peach and tasting that warm nectar. Concentrate on that flavor. Perfect balance of tart and sweet, warmed from the sun. Focus and hold your awareness on that flavor in your mouth. To your body as you rest in Shavasana, practicing Yoga Nidra. Visualize your body so heavy you couldn't move a muscle if you wanted to. Feel your body heavy, rooted like a mountain. Tethered to the earth. Drop into your bones. Feel the weight of your whole body. Now visualize the body light as a cloud, as if you could just drift up off the mat, float away. Lighter than the air. Hold your awareness on this sensation of lightness and allow it to spread throughout your whole body. Whole body. Whole body. Visualize a candle. Visualize a red rose, a footprint in the sand, a mossy log, a child running through a field. Childhood home. Visualize a mirror. There's fog on the mirror. You move closer to it. Clear it with your hand and see a reflection of your own face. As your body drifts deeper into sleep, you are awake and aware. You are practicing Yoga Nidra. Vijnamaya Kosha, the wisdom body. Bring your awareness to the back of your skull, the back of your brain. Notice the contact between the back of your head and the mat. And allow the back of your head to become more heavy. And drop into the contact of the mat. It's like you're resting your head back into the shampoo bowl at the salon. You feel your head gliding back. There's a bowl carved in your mat, perfectly shaped to receive the back of your head. As you relax your head, let it get nice and heavy. Bring your awareness now to the back of the brain. And at the back of the brain, visualize a lake. It's the middle of the night, so the water on the lake is pitch black. And so is the sky all around the lake. It's the middle of the night, and you're visualizing a lake. Hold your awareness on this image of a lake at the back of your brain. Intensify your awareness on this image. Bring your awareness now to the dark space, just a few inches in front of your forehead. The ancient yogis called this the chittakash. Your eyes closed like a projector screen in front of your forehead. And in the chittakash, I invite you to visualize a full moon, right there, hovering right over your third eye. Instead of sunbathing, you are moonbathing. You are soaking up that radiance, that nectar, that moonlight. Beam it in through the third eye and let it permeate through every cell of your whole body. This cooling, calming yin moonlight. You're just drinking it up. Giant, radiant full moon right over your forehead. Hold your awareness on this image of a full moon hovering over the forehead and the chittakash. And now connect the two. So bring your awareness from the full moon to the lake at the back of your brain. Visualize a reflection of moonlight on water at the back of your brain. Allow your attention to rest on this image of moonlight on water at the back of your brain. A healing image. A reset for that back of the brain, that fight, flight, freeze impulse, that strain we hold at the back of the brain. Instead, visualize moonlight on water. And start to feel that from the back of the brain, this image floats down through the spine. Moonlight on water pours down from your shoulders to your palms. A gentle river of relaxation down the legs to the feet. You feel the whole body as moonlight on water. The whole body. The whole body. The whole body as moonlight on water. Now bring your awareness back to your breath. Deepen your breath. Bring your awareness back to your physical body. Bring your awareness back to your intention. State your intention silently in your mind's eye. Let it stir your heart energy. Let it stand resilient to any pattern of insecurity or self-doubt. Let it rise from its depth all the way to the surface, ready for you to carry forth. practice of Yoga Nidra is now over. In a moment, I'll be guiding you back and up to seated, and you'll move through the rest of your evening or day, perhaps, depending on when you're practicing this, with renewed clarity, ease, and energy. Begin to deepen your breath. Find any little movements in your body. Wiggle your fingers, your toes. Circle your ankles or wrists. And you can blink your eyes open on your back here and just let the light and the shapes around you come into you. Reach your right arm overhead, bend your knees, roll to your right side, and rest on your right side for a moment. Use your hands to come on back up to any comfortable seat. You can sit really, truly, whatever seat is comfortable. It might be cross-legged, it might be legs out, it might be kneeling. But do take a moment, gather your palms to prayer seal at your heart. And I'd like to seal this practice with the sound of Om. So all together, we'll take a full breath in and out, and then we'll inhale for Om. Inhale. Exhale. All together, inhale. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. I hope you